Hello
Hello
there.
there, Kyle Katarn here,
I'm the Bendu.
coming back for a reaction to the finale of The Mandalorian Season
That's
3.
right. Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this review and sneaking it past the Disney blockade.
His tireless work is the reason that this channel is as good as it is, and the reason why you guys get to share these reactions with us. So honestly, thank you so much. Last episode ended with a crazy finish. We lost Paz Vizsla.
I mean, if anything, though, he went down like an absolute champion. The fact that we got to see Praetorian guards and Hux's dad be like, I don't know, the way that Vizsla went out, he went out in a way that completely ties in the new trilogy. So it's just like he's now part of this forever quilt that is the Star Wars transition, though.
Totally, he's part of the fabric now. The fact that they were able to take him out so like just deftly and quickly when he's such a badass really
I
also
wouldn't
kind of
say
strengthens
quickly.
that fight scene in The Last Jedi when Kylo and Rey have to like fight the Praetorian Guard. Like it shows just how strong comparatively they were as fighters.
That's fair. That's fair. The fight itself was definitely half of the time, considering there was also like twice as many Praetorian guards in the Snoke throne room
Oh yeah, they were
fight.
outnumbered like
But like
crazy.
between using just a vibro knife and an energy shield, bro, like he was able
Yeah,
to
not to
hold
take
off
anything
like
away from
all
Paz Vizsla,
three.
man. Like and he had already cleared the room of all those Beskar troopers first. So like dude put in the work. I feel like if he had been totally fresh and hadn't had that earlier fight, he might have even taken one of the Praetorian guards with him, you
It's
know?
true, or at least would have
But
been able to
like
like steal one of their weapons and kill them with like their own thing. Because between the spear and the Naginata,
he's enough of a beast to actually do that stuff. But they attacked him when he had low health. Like
yeah,
total bitch move.
yeah. But yeah, where do you think Bo's running off to now though? There's so many like
I mean, well, that's just it. They're just falling back, and the action will continue. This episode is apparently only 38 minutes long, which is super short for a season finale. But that makes sense, I guess, because we're already midway through the action. You know, we don't really need to set anything up. It's all going to be just nonstop action and resolutions. And I'm really hoping it's not a cliffhanger. Short episode kind of makes me worried that it might be a cliffhanger. I don't want that. I want,
especially after what they gave us for the Bad Batch and that sort of
yeah,
really
right. We don't want
middle
two
ground
cliffhanger endings in a row. Come
middle
on.
ground finale. Yeah.
We can't have like Din in captivity the entire time, like while we wait for season 4. That would be agony. Speaking of agony and speaking of Din, the big question that everyone's been talking about though is the spies. We talked a little bit about this on the podcast earlier. Who do you think the spy is, if anyone?
So aside from one Imperial spy being what's her nuts
Kane, right?
in
Obviously, yeah.
the rehabilitation program, I mean, I really didn't pick up or think that there was a second spy, but like if I did have to choose a second spy, I mean, Axe Wolves could be a potential one just because he was sort of in charge of the armed militia of Mandalorians
He's
after.
lost himself a fleet now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. There could be some bitterness there. I have it hard to imagine if anyone directly giving Gideon intel.
I don't think that the armorer is the spy. There's no way she's going to betray the Mandalorians. She like actually believes in the cause. I think if anyone, it's Axe Woves. He's mercenary. He has an axe to grind with with Bo-Katan because now he no longer has a fleet. He totally like was calling her out in a roundabout way for being in love with Din Djarin, I think, as well. If you remember in the beginning of that episode when he was arresting the Moncal, he was totally like, I know you did it for love. Like, I get it. And then later when he's talking to Bo-Katan, he's like, you won't even take the Darksaber from him. You know, like I think
I
he
don't know
resents
about
her
that.
on
I don't know
multiple
about
levels
that.
because of that. And also, just like Casca Reeves was saying, like, we have loyalty to whoever will pay enough, if the price is right. Gideon certainly could pay them, and now they have the loyalty. Like, that was totally foreshadowing, in my opinion.
That's true.
But
It'd be super fucked up.
it would be totally
Be
fucked up.
some
But you know what?
traitorous shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's the kind of shit that goes down in a season finale, though. Like, I really think that, yeah, if I had to put money on it, I would put it on Axe Wolves, not the Armorer. But that was the subject of our Patreon poll as well. So let's see what you guys had to say. Moff Gideon has information about the Mandalorians beyond what Elia Kane could possibly tell him. So who's the other spy? And the options we gave were the Armorer, Axe Woves, Casca Reeves, or other. Overwhelmingly, 55%. You guys think, okay, so you don't think that it's the Armorer or Axe Woves.
Really?
Axe does come in over the Armorer, though, with 26% over 16. Let's see what you guys had to say here. Jared Cantor says, Christopher S. Brown posted in the thread to your original reaction video what I think is a plausible answer. That spies being the title of the episode might mean something different than what we'd typically think it does. I cannot take credit for this, but it was pointed out in the comments of another's video that it might in fact be a biblical reference to the 12 spies selected by Moses to scout to the land of Canaan as a future home for the Israelites. Bo does take 12 volunteers from the tribes of Mandalorians to scout the planet and retake it as their home again. That is pretty interesting. I'd heard the biblical reference theory before. I think there could be some merit to that. And not only that, but the fact that her and the volunteers sat around that long table in the same arrangement and positioning as the Last Supper. Like, there's all kinds of biblical stuff that was going on in that last episode. So yeah, no, that's a really good observation. Brian Jensen says, my vote is Survivor Captain or all of the survivors. He knows where the Great Forge is, but he had no idea the path they travel on leads right to an Imperial base. And no idea there was an Imperial base on Mandalore, period. Never noticed Imperial ships flying around. Also, would not be surprised if the survivors were helping train the Imperials and or were the ones to break out Moff Gideon. That piece of Beskar lodged on the hull of the shuttle didn't look like it was painted white. I don't know. I think the Beskar came from Beskar troopers. That's kind of what I thought the reveal was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, how do they miss that? How do they miss a Mandalorian, like a Imperial base?
I guess it depends on what part of the planet they're on, right?
The exposition wasn't really clear if they're like, oh yeah, we can take you to the Forge. We go there all the time. Or if it's like, we haven't been there in years, but we have been there like at some point since the Purge, so we know how to get you there. Could be it's not really a place that people go, even though they have like know the route, you know? But yeah, the Imperial ships coming and going, I don't know how you miss that.
Yeah, unless it's like on a different part of the planet.
I think maybe there weren't any Imperial ships there until very recently, because Gideon just asked for the bombers and interceptors in the meeting earlier that
Oh, that's
episode.
true. So do you think
So
the meeting took place before the scene of Bo-Katan's castle getting fucked up, or do you think the council meeting happened after the bombing?
I think they are other bombers.
Other bombers?
I think they're other bombers. Because most of those bombers got shot down by Bo-Katan, and then a shit ton of interceptors came in to overwhelm them.
That's true.
So I think that may have been an entirely different warlord's force, now that I think about it. Because if he had that kind of aerial power, he would have already stalked his base, you know? That's a good question. Relax Your Sock says, I had to put other because I honestly have no idea. The Armorer almost seems too obvious, and the others, while you could make a case for it, I don't know. I can't quite get there myself. I'm not sure how much information he has or where he's getting it from, and that's the sign of a well-crafted villain coupled with a top-tier performance. 100%. Giancarlo Esposito is absolutely killing it. And if he dies in this episode, which he might, or it'll be a cliffhanger, I'll be sad to see him go, because he's been one of the highlights of The Mandalorian, for sure. Great bad guy.
This is true.
Claire Mounsey says, I think Mando, Skinny Pete, or the other survivors from the surface make the most sense as spies. Gideon was unaware that Bo-Katan and Din had joined forces until Elia told him, which points to the spy not being in the Children of the Watch. I don't think it makes sense for the Armorer to be a spy, as she killed both Gideon's men pursuing Din in Season 1 and flew up to the fleet which Gideon is about to attack at the end of Season 7, which would lead directly to her own death had she reported the fleet to Gideon.
It's true.
My theory about that is that Bo-Katan has the Armorer spying on Axe Woves. Because Bo-Katan and the Armorer now are on like the next level of being close with each other, and she trusts her completely, and so she's telling the Armorer, I don't trust Axe Woves. He used to be my second in command. He's salty about the fleet not being his anymore. Keep an eye on him. And I think the Armorer anticipated that Axe Woves was going to jet off and try some fuck shit on the fleet, and that's why she made sure to be en route to the fleet first. She's heading him off. And I think that she's going to be the one to intercept him and be like, and call him out for being the spy. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Texas Yankee 777 says, I've been suspicious of the armorer for quite a while, but after reading the comments in your poll, I'm now fairly certain that the survivors on Mandalore are the spies. There's just too many coincidences in the timing of the meeting, the timing of meeting them, and the attack on Gideon's troops. I wonder if the armorer had suspicions too. I have to point out that a lot of the surface Mandalorians got killed in that confrontation with the Beskar troopers. Like, most of the surface dudes got wiped out. So if they were the spies, they should have known that that was about to happen to them.
That's true.
But it's not impossible. Like, again, the evidence of, like, how do you miss Imperial ships and the base, like, I don't have an answer for that. But I just don't think it's them. Spencer Thurman says, I think if there are more spies, it's got to be the survivor Mandos. They knew right where the forge was, but didn't know about the Imperial base connected to it. Yeah, no. Same theory again. Jason Beltran, who's to say there isn't more than 2 spies in their midst? After all, spies doesn't exactly mean there couldn't be more than 2. How hilarious would that be if, like, everybody is a spy? Bo-Katan finds out that her and Din Djarin are the only Mandalorians that aren't on Gideon's payroll.
Right? Exactly.
That would be terrible. I would hate that. Jay also agrees. Honestly, I think it's the survivor Mandos. How come they know the exact location but didn't know about the Imperial presence there? Yeah, no one can get past that, it seems like. They really need to address that in the episode if the surface Mandos aren't in fact the spies, because that's kind of a plot hole, you know? Connie Sang says, I still don't think any of the Mandos are spies, but I'll be okay if I'm wrong. Ready for the finale. Dude, I'm so ready. We're about to do this, and then we're going to have to wait like a year plus for more Mando.
I know, right?
I don't even want to think about that yet. Letitia Hallmark says, I just don't know. At first I thought the armorer because of the horns on the helmet, but then she's too committed. Why make Grogu a breastplate and Bo a new shoulder pad and stuff? And then I thought Axe, but he didn't know about Navarro, neither did any of Bo's original group. And the new guys? Well, they're concerned more with surviving and getting help for those outside that ended up going back to the fleet. That's a good point. Axe Wolves didn't know anything about Navarro, so... No, you got me there. On a side note, how could Gideon meet with the Secret Council? There must be a way to communicate through the atmosphere. Oh, 100%. As soon as we saw the Imperial base, I thought it was clear that, like, there isn't radiation jamming the comms. It's Imperial technology jamming the comms, and they're using radiation as a cover for the secret base.
I'm
pretty sure you can communicate just fine.
I kind of went over that part.
There's some sort of a jammer on the Imperial base, and they're using that as the explanation. Is that it's radiation from the purge, but actually it's Imperial fuckery.
Just a giant EMP.
Right. Christopher S. Brown says, if it's anyone, it has to be one of the members of the survivor group. TK421 Dova says, I'd say Night Owls, because they led them all to the ambush and the monster. Axe could definitely be involved, and I think the armorer is too obvious. Reese Hart says the armorer's been acting dodgy all season, but it also feels like an obvious red herring, although I'm still on board with you in wanting her to be Rook cast. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I am of two minds of it. I think that the armorer is
I don't think she's been dodgy all season.
War criminal, and she's partly responsible for the downfall of their society for following Maul. But I don't think she's Gideon's spy. I think she can be one of these things and not the other, you know?
Yeah.
That's why she has spikes on her helmet. It's not because she's like Gideon. Gideon has spikes because he wants to be a badass.
He wants to look cool.
Spikes.
Yeah.
It's kind of a holdover to when she was a follower of Maul's Death Watch. That's my theory.
He was totally like, this look is cool. I'm going to add this to my repertoire of Dark Trooper bullshittery.
Right, exactly. It was him coming out in the armor too was such like Jedi Outcast Admiral Gallic Fayar vibes in his little mech suit at the end of Jedi Outcast. Like, loved it. I love all of the way that like these references are being made, but like in fresh ways. So like if you've played the game, you feel the vibe and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that moment, but it has a new name now and it's like a different beat. I'm just really excited to get this going. Are you ready, best friend?
Do it!
Okay, right back into it.
Beautiful.
Come in.
Oh my god, yes, I need to make it to the fleet.
They're sending up fighters to destroy the fleet.
Oh god.
Everyone.
This fucking GoPro like angle.
It's such a good shot.
Using. That's so many.
That's Cosca Reeves.
Nice.
Oh, man. Oh, my God, yes, come on.
Fuck yes.
I can't believe they, like, left him just in the charge of 2 troopers. What? They have flamethrowers too?
Well, of course, they're Mando commandos. Yes!
They're Commandalorians.
Fuck yes. Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, Beskar won't protect you if your neck gets snapped.
No.
Yes! Grogu! Hoo-hoo-hoo!
Grogu, what?
Grogu, you should not be here. This is dangerous.
I'm gonna need you to be brave for me, okay? If we don't take out Moff Gideon, this will never end.
Had so many theories. He was in captivity for like 30 seconds.
Bro, I know, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're all wrong. All of us are wrong.
Yeah.
All of us lose our time. The return. The return of Jango Fett.
The return of Corky.
We're safe. I escaped. I've got the kid.
You're not safe, bro. There's 3 Praetorian guards in there somewhere.
I'm jacking your jetpack. Oh,
God.
the interceptor's
Yes!
dropping like fucking
Look at the
bats, dude.
Bats in a cave.
God damn, that's so cool.
Oh,
What
God,
an
I got
aesthetic.
chills from that shot.
What an aesthetic.
This Beskar-plated bitch.
Sir, the fighters and bombers have launched. But the Mandalorian has escaped.
Oh, nice. I love how he's got a little green dot for Grogu.
I'll take care of him myself.
Of course
Okay.
he fucking sounds
Okay.
like Kylo Ren. Get out of here.
Oh my God, yes.
You
R5?
have to scomp into the base and get me the location of Moff Gideon's command center.
It's too bad IG-12 doesn't have a scomp link on him. Is Skippy about to save the day?
Watch
That was
him
a
be the
great
fucking
shot.
MVP, man.
That wide shot was so good. Mouse droids are such snitches.
Mm-hmm. Fucking hall monitors.
That's the command center. That's where we're going. Ready?
And he's on his way to them.
I was gonna say, and we're coming to you. Like, no one's trying to run away in this situation. Like,
Right, everyone's coming towards everyone else.
Load the gauntlets and send all available troops down as reinforcements. Katarn needs our help.
I'll take care of the cruiser. Everyone go. Move!
I'll take care of the cruiser.
Everyone go. That's sus, man. That's sus. That was such a sweet shot, dude.
God, I love, yeah, all the
They're just
jetpack
fucking boarding the
action,
gauntlets.
all the Mandalorian shit. Oh, God. This season is gonna be like the coolest, best binge watching season. Like,
Legit.
there's so much happening. God, look at the moons.
Damn, that was close. What are you gonna do, Axe? What is this?
Maybe Axe is just a champ.
Yeah, he's either... maybe he's not the spy. Maybe he's just a fucking G right now. He's just being super brave and creating a distraction. Oh, look at that shot.
Oh, he's like crashing into them.
Okay, yeah, this is where the Shadow Council meeting was.
There's some barrier shields. I'm gonna need you to deactivate them one at a time. On my command.
But don't do them all at once.
One at a time? Oh, I understand. I get it. I get it.
I love that those troopers just have to stand there between shields like all day.
Yeah, that must be terrible.
What if a trooper in the middle has to pee?
Over the shield! Over the shield!
Oh, look, they've got like the riot control gear from the First Order kind of deal.
Yes.
Oh, yes!
Yes. Oh, lost the gun.
Damn it, lost the knife too. Yeah, the Beskar
Yeah,
troopers
they're
look
really-
sick
they're
with
really
the stun
starting
batons
to-
and shields.
They're really starting to give us more First Order tie-ins. There we go.
5-5. Next shield.
How deep are those pits? He went flying down there.
I don't know, but OSHA don't give a fuck in the Star Wars world, man.
I know.
There's no railings. Ooh, taser foot. Taser foot.
Damn it.
Oh, this fucking
Snitching little mouse
dude.
droid.
I love that it's literally like
Did you see how he
moving
like
around the-
rolled up on him all slow and then like swooped around the corner?
Yeah, like a RC car.
R5, next to you.
R5's getting pulled over right now, dude. Yes.
R5, next.
Take that. Dude, the power slide! Oh my god.
Jesus. What a champ. What an absolute champion. What the fuck?
He brought back up. Come on, R5. You don't have time for this. Oh my god,
One of
them
the
just
mouse
like
droids
died.
literally fell off the edge. Did you see that shit? How dumb.
Does Grogu really need to be here for the boss fight? I feel like that's just unnecessary danger.
Wait here.
It's just so fucked. You know, Force Unleashed 2 was very clone focused also with Galen, actually, now I think about it. Like the whole
They're
premise.
either Palpatines or maybe they're Snokes.
Let's not get in.
Oh my god.
He's
it's a clone of
cloning
Gideon.
himself?
Is he creating an army of
He's
Gideons to go in the
fucking
Dark Trooper
cloning
suits?
himself?
Destroy them! Destroy them all! Oh my god, they were
Fucking
Gideon
Gideon
himself.
clones, dude.
Of course they are, because he wants to lead the Remnant himself. That's why he's at odds with Thrawn and Paleon and everyone else, and Brendel Hux.
We've taken refuge in these surface caves since the Purge.
It's pretty nice down here.
You found underground gardens.
No. We planted farms. These
Nice.
are the old
Nice.
species indigenous to Mandalore.
Lady Kryze, your reinforcements have arrived. Let's take back our planet.
Oh, that music.
This is so hype.
God, I want to be able to fly so bad.
God, that shot. Oh, it
Fuck
just
me
gets
dead.
better. This is glorious.
The armor is still taking her tools. Like, what the fuck? With the fucking
forward!
for land and for honor.
Leading the charge with the fucking Darksaber. Let's go.
Yes.
What the fuck?
This is chaos.
Is this really happening right now?
Oh god, this is peak Star Wars. Jesus.
What the
I love that the armor has pure plot armor, and that's her weapon.
She's the plot armorer.
My clones! We're finally going to be perfect
Oh, I think you pissed him off.
by adding the one thing I never had.
A dick?
The Force.
Oh, the
Isolating the potential to wield the Force. And incorporating it into an unstoppable army.
Fucking Shadow Troopers, dude.
fucked up. Was that a wrist rocket?
Dude, I've never seen him this mad. Oh, oh shit.
Oh yeah, because the armor has hydraulics. That's right.
It's next generation Dark Trooper armor, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's dirty. Can't just jump in like that. Come on.
Yeah, right? No weapons?
Oh, God, Din!
Come on, Din.
Oh, fuck!
See, they train for this sort of shit. Of course they're
Look at the
gonna
battle
do,
raging
like,
in the background.
Of course they're gonna do like fucking melees.
No, no, no.
Oh, Grogu! Use the Force. Just throw him off the ledge. No, Grogu! Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! Nice.
Nice.
Fuck yes.
Using the hammer.
Mid-air hammer.
Oh no. Come on, Casca.
That was
Yeah, knee
nice
rockets.
with the knee
Fucking
darts.
knee rockets. Oh god.
I knew
There
IG-12
we
wasn't
go.
gonna last that long, but come on.
You're just gonna cook him?
Oh my god, kick his fucking ass, Din. Let's go. Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, those hydraulics.
Oh, God.
This long-range rocket couldn't possibly.
Could it? Yeah, Bo.
With the save.
Go save your kid.
I was gonna say, Bo needs to be the one, honestly. She needs redemption here. Let's go.
Whatever. It's just a Magna Guard staff. But it's totally like
Yes.
OG Dark Forces like sabers. Like
No, Grogu! Oh my god,
Come on,
come on,
Grogu.
baby. Use the Force already. Foot shot. Nice, nice. There we go. Yes!
yeah. Come on, Bo. That staff though. Nice.
At least we know that the Mandos are winning the aerial fight against the Beskar troopers right now.
Don't jinx it just yet.
Yes. Grogu's going to be able to give him just enough to get him the upper hand. Yes! Yes! Father-son fighting duo!
Ooh, gut shot. Nice.
Nice.
Woo! Shot him in the foot and then shot him in the neck.
Axe, you good, buddy?
I'm coming in hot. Clear everyone out. I'm gonna take out the base.
He's coming in hot, all right.
I'm coming in hot.
Yeah, let him just take out the fucking base. Except Din and Grogu are way too deep inside it right now.
Come on, Bo. Come on, Bo.
Come on, Bo.
Dude, she's getting some good slices in, though. She's getting some good hits in. She just needs to get past that alloy.
Oh!
Did he just break
You
it?
did not!
Did he
You did
just
not just do that!
break it?
The Darksaber is gone.
What?
You've lost everything.
Holy shit!
Mandalorians are weak once they lose their trinkets.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
Oh, this is sick. This is gonna be fucking epic. Good job, Axe. I was wrong about you.
Yeah, right?
Woo! Yes! Jesus.
Dude, Katie Sackhoff.
Yes,
Nice.
Grogu.
Dude, Din's trigger fingers are just the best.
Damn!
Is he dead, though?
Yes, Grogu. Yes! Oh, incredible.
Right. That's right.
God, that music.
Dude, it's just like Kanan.
Yeah, you can have a rest now, buddy. You did really good. This is where the mythosaur was, right? Same
Mhm.
waters? Oh no, they're finishing his ritual that they started in the first
I
episode.
swear on my name and the names of the ancestors that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore,
that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
and the words of the creed shall be forever forged.
Paz Vizsla would be very proud of you. Baptized.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. It's Grogu's turn.
Add him to the song.
He is too young to speak, so he is too young to take the creed. He must remain a foundling.
Oh, he looks so sad about it.
Then I will adopt him as my own.
This is the way.
This is the way.
You are now Din Grogu.
Din Grogu?
Apprentice.
Din Grogu. So Jaren is his first name?
We're gonna see it like a water horse? Where the fuck is it? Where is it?
That's it. That's it right there. The Great Forge being reignited.
Man, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Look at that crowd. Look at all those Mandos, man.
The Mandalore.
For Mandalore!
The Mandalore.
Fuck yes. Oh, he's visiting the Adelphi base. Oh, there's the whole gang. There's Chapter
Oh
Wolf.
shit, do you see Filoni in the back?
Yep.
Your kid sure likes the trophies.
It's not him, kid.
Oh.
Now that he's with me, I'll be more selective in my assignments.
You want to work for the New Republic.
Haha.
Let me think about it.
You already did.
Fucking Uncle Iroh.
What I want in return is that.
The IG head?
It has an intent memory circuit. It has an intact memory core.
Oh fuck, you're right.
That's exactly what he needs.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Greetings, citizens. I am IG-11, your new marshal. Your
Perfect.
new marshal of Navarre.
Oh, they gave him red. Some
He has
red
the marshal
paint.
stripes. They're,
I will
that's
serve
the-
and protect. Oh fuck yes, dude.
Oh wow! Look at his cabin. Goals.
With the N1 just parked at the
I
back.
know
of
that's the
Corvette.
shot right there.
God, look at that little tree.
It's interesting that he's not spending any time on Mandalore.
That is the most wholesome ending.
I can't believe we ended with the little circle fade like that.
That
That's so old
was the
school.
most wholesome. See, now I have to like try to go through the credits to see if there's some end credits thing like a fucking Marvel.
I heard that
movie.
there was. I don't think there is.
It didn't, no, not at all.
I don't believe there is.
Um,
Either way, wow. So
damn.
Gideon was making clones of himself that were force sensitive. How much of it did he like co-opt from the Palpatine plan? Like obviously the force sensitive cloning technology is made for Palpatine clones. That's originally what it's for. And he just like hijacked it and was like, well, I want to take over. And like that's clearly what his plan was, right? Take over the whole remnant himself.
Unless he was the one to like kind of start that idea and start the. Well, no, I don't know. Well, fuck, I don't know, man. Like,
No, because
who came up
that's
with the
been
idea
in the
of?
works since Bad Batch for a long time. Like,
See, yeah. So like,
they were cloning the Zillo Beast, back in the day.
so I guess yeah. He
God,
must have
so
had
dead
to.
flying into battle, igniting the lightsaber like mid just charge in the jetpack. God, that was
Yeah, there was
awesome.
so much aerial fight. So yeah, I guess he had to have stolen the original idea of force sensitive clones from Palpatine and just
100% he
put
did.
it himself into the idea.
And it's awesome too because that canonizes Shadow Troopers as well as Dark Troopers. because that's what the Shadow Troopers were in Jedi Outcast. Gallic Fayar had made like force sensitive, basically like dark colored stormtroopers with sabers. Like it was awesome.
They had the saber staff and they could turn invisible. It was some bullshit. But
yeah, they had stealth.
Those fights though, this
was actually, I was worried that it wouldn't be able to be satisfying in just 38 minutes, but they wrapped it up pretty well.
So it was a little bit longer. It's about like 40. Well, I guess the
41
credits
altogether. Or involving like a 5-minute credit sequence as well, though. You know,
that's true.
But like, I don't know. Is Gideon gone? Is he? It would like yes, he got like covered up by the fire, and like I don't see how he could have possibly survived that. But like, this is where people get cut in half and still come back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't trust it until we see his dead body.
Yeah,
and we just saw him about to die. You know what I mean?
And now that he's a clone, well. Yeah, I wonder if that means like his brain patterns, like if he's in a computer now somewhere. Because if they had to be able to copy his consciousness in order to,
they had to input it from somewhere. Totally.
Yeah.
I don't think it went straight from him to the clone. They like uploaded it to a databank or something. So yeah, maybe he exists in like the machine. Although I think most of those databanks got destroyed when the cruiser came down. But you never know. Shout out to all the people that thought the armorer was sus for no apparent reason. She's like totally trustworthy.
Axe, right?
No, Axe was an apology. He wasn't the spy. I thought he was the spy, and he's actually like a ballsy ass dude. Like the fact that his plan was to just sit in the chair and continually take hits from the interceptors until he was able to just like crash into the. Like who comes up with
as a distraction?
Like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was very reminiscent to I can't remember the general's name in Rise of Skywalker who like sacrifices herself by having the cruiser go into light speed.
That's Vice Admiral Holdo in the Last Jedi.
Yeah, using the larger ship as a weapon.
It just visually is such a sweet sequence. I love that part actually. Yeah, no, this was great. I could have used a longer episode, but like I was saying, it really did still manage to feel satisfying, and the action that we got was badass. Din's fight with the Beskar troopers, Din taking on the Praetorians was pretty impressive.
Dude, there were so many shit moments, and there were so many parts that like could have gone bad so many times.
They really put Grogu in a lot of danger in this episode.
Yeah. Even when they slowly closed the doors and they showed the three
guards when they started separating Din from Grogu and the Praetorians, like I started getting a really nervous feeling like they were gonna finally do it. They were gonna like harm Grogu, which we've never actually seen.
Yeah,
but thankfully it didn't happen. Yeah, no. This was also like the most unhinged we've ever seen Gideon too. Like he was pissed when those clones got destroyed. Like, he's always been kind of, like, smug and restrained, and he was, like, untethered at the end.
All that work for nothing.
I'm going to have to rewatch this episode, like, several times. Like, take it all in. I want to watch all the background fight details, too.
So, like I was saying, like, this whole season has had, like, a very similar theme, and has been completely centered around so many Mandalorian histories and cultures, and, like, Bo-Katan has had absolutely incredible story and character arc. So it's like I think this season between the three of them is definitely the easiest to binge watch because all 8 episodes just literally go right after the other.
They really do flow into each other well. I think the first season works that way as well. Like it's very sequential. All 3 seasons.
But they're all individual like missions though. They're all individual like special stories.
Yes.
Whereas this one's like one continual flow.
I have really enjoyed season 3 of The Mandalorian. I know that it has had a mixed reception and it's been kind of a roller coaster, but I feel like we've gained something worthwhile from every single episode.
Yes.
And especially these last 2, especially the finale. That was dope. I thought that the final shot of the mythosaur was kind of weird. I liked that it was there, and that, in my opinion, it confirms that Grogu was like calling out to it with the Force when he did his foundling ceremony.
Yeah,
but I felt like it didn't really go anywhere.
There was
like we just saw it, and then
there were a lot,
and like no one knows.
There were some
like
things
none of the
that
Mandos know that happened.
It. Yeah, there are some things that they could have done with it, but at the same time, like I'm kind of glad they didn't turn it into a kaiju fight. But I don't know. during the drum ceremony.
It's showing that Din Grogu is the future.
Yeah,
you know?
like during the drum ceremony, they definitely could have shown it like breaking out of the water like the fucking Loch Ness monster. But the fact that it's still in the depths, hanging out, like I don't know, they're at least showing that it could show up still in the future, and that it's still.
They're
like,
showing that it has awakened, and that now it's
Yeah.
like just alive and active down there and awake down there, versus like hibernating.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens next. And now we've got Din working with the, or should we call him Djarin? Is Din his surname? Like Din Grogu? Din Djarin? Does that mean that his like first name is Djarin? I don't know. But anyway,
Potentially.
whoever this fucking person's name is, they're working for the New Republic now.
I'm still
Honestly.
calling him Din. Or just Din Djarin. I'm still calling him by full name. But yeah, he's off brand. He's independently now hunting down Imperial Remnant members. So yeah,
with his apprentice, Din Grogu. I've really enjoyed this episode and this entire season. I hope you've enjoyed watching these reactions with us. They've been cut down to 10 minutes of fair use by Nerd Chronic to comply with copyright and all that. But if you want to watch the full-length, uncut versions of these reactions, they're available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. And when you support us, not only do you get cooler, fancier versions of these videos, but you get access to some cool perks as well, like full-length reactions, early access. You can participate in polls like the one from the start of this video, and a couple of Discord perks as well.
Stay tuned because Star Wars Visions will be coming out next month. I almost said next week. Coming out next month.
It's like 2 weeks away, though. It's like really soon.
We'll be doing reactions for the full thing. So once Star Wars Visions comes out, what we'll probably do is YouTube-wise, they'll come out individually per episode. And then Patreon, put them all out at once.
So you'll be able to watch them with us once a week right here on YouTube. Or if you want to watch the entire season at once, they'll be available on Patreon. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll catch you in the next reaction. And as always, may the Force be with you.